So if you pay attention to current events, it looks pretty grim. Even with Donald Trump as president and him appointing people that everybody expected to do well in dismantling the so-called deep state, the prognosis still does not look good. And the reason why, you see, it's not that there's any one person or even a small group of people that control everything. What's happening is that there are multiple groups, multiple factions that are special interests that all want the body of force, that is the government, to act on their behalf. That you have all these factions that are trying to pull and tug the institutions in their own way. And it's a mess. And not any one person's in charge. You just have all these competing interests that have the ear of a piece of the government here or a piece of the government there. And it's created a disaster that a lot of people, or practically everybody, feels the pain of. Everybody feels the pain in different ways. And not just with regard to politics and institutions, but their own personal lives as well. But the problem and see, here's the thing that people don't get. They're not making this connection. The reason why the system is what it is, the reason why people act the way they do, the reason why it's so difficult to get anywhere with anything, the reason why this is because people expect something or someone to come in and to serve them on their behalf, to provide for them on their behalf. And they're not making the connection that this attitude, this expectation is the reason why government is overbloated the way it is. Because you have all these institutions and all these programs that are taxing and inflating our currency, which is also a tax, that is taxing and regulating the living heck out of the producers, because people expect the government to act on their behalf and to do all these things for them, to provide for them, to come in and save them. Same thing goes with personal relationships. The reason why people have the expectations that they do is because they expect to be provided by some external force without doing the work themselves. So you get all these people that are essentially entitled because they're not expecting to live on their own means, to produce on their own means. Instead, they're trying to get something for nothing. They're looking for the proverbial free lunch. And until people make that connection, that the problems are coming from expecting something for nothing, expecting the government to do all these things, and expecting some institution or something or someone to come in and save them on their own behalf. You'll never fix the big overbloated government. You'll never fix people's distorted perceptions or distorted expectations for relationships. You will never solve the distrust in institutions. A lot of these institutions don't need to exist because they're a symptom of people expecting something for nothing. But the institutions that do need to exist, you'll not restore the trust in them unless you correct the relationships that you have with them, unless people see them for what they are and then proceed accordingly. You won't restore the trust in those relationships. You will make proper relationships across the board, across everything, whether it be institutions, whether it be personal. You will not restore those unless you make the connection that the problem is coming from expecting something for nothing. The solution to this is called self-efficacy. It's relying on yourself. You don't rely on anything else but yourself to produce. And then you also have to be confident that you have the ability to produce what you're looking for. Whatever it is you're looking for, as long as you're in one piece, as long as you can function, you have your faculties, you can produce what you need. You can do that. You don't need someone to come in and save you. But until people have that mentality, you will never fix the political, the economic, the institutional, or the social problems that manifest in the West and here in the United States. And you see this around the world too. You will not fix these problems. People have to fix themselves.